You have a heart of gold. Don't let them take it from you.
Yeah, that's my unfiltered opinion on... Oh, shit, are we live?
I fucking knew you were gonna do that. It is 7:01 p.m. October 14th, 2024. You are watching the DOVECOTE episode 46 with six from 40.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Six. Tell people about yourself.
You know who the fuck it is, baby. It's Six Valentine. My name is Paige Six Valentine Ferris. I am a tabletop RPG writer, illustrator, and designer. I do the whole 9.5 yards. I am a part of Your Beheld. I have my own itch page. I am also the person who is running the Your Beheld streams on Mondays.
Yeah. The last time you were on here, you and I got so fucking mad about Zionism.
Yeah, I'm like ready for this to be like a less angry conversation.
Yeah, this will be
There's
normal.
still shit around that pisses me off, but I'm not. I don't know. I was just really fucking heated that fucking
Me
life.
too. Well, I think it was because it was during a it was during a smaller boycott for the people of
Right.
Palestine. So we had a lot of thoughts on that, and it just kind of flowered out. It bloomed. Anyways, introducing intro, the interview bird. Everybody clap. Hang on, let me.
Clapping my shit. RM.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I think it's interesting that like this is going to be a much more relaxed episode. I think the only two news stories we have are like pretty lighthearted, nice stories. So I see. Um, but
I can bring the heat.
I I'm honestly down for it to be pretty low key.
You know what? Me fucking too.
Yeah, I don't really feel the need to make this a fucked up and evil dovecote. I think this is a non-hater dovecote. Um, so
This is the Six Valentine interview lover edition.
yeah, I guess I have a couple questions, a couple things I want to ask you about that I know
Yeah.
you've been in. Uh, I'd love to ask about Space Station 14, which I've talked about a little bit on the show, but I know you've
Fuck.
been playing a lot
Okay.
of that.
I have 623 hours in Space Station 14 right now.
Mm-hmm.
I got it August 4th.
So you've been playing it quite a bit.
Been playing quite a bit for the past month and a half. Yeah,
How do you?
2 months. Oh yeah, been playing it for 2 months, pretty frequently.
So when I described Space Station 14 to Jay Dragon in the last episode, I said that it was like a digital LARP. Um,
Yeah,
do you feel like that's correct?
I I think that's correct. I don't think that's wrong at all. Uh, I think yeah, no, because like when I try to describe it, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like advanced Among Us. It just doesn't sound right for what it really is because you can't disconnect Space Station 14 from the role play. I remember also jokingly calling it like a dark RPG mod server,
Right, yeah.
uh, which is more accurate to be honest. But it's like, yeah, a LARP, a digital LARP. I've also called it an HR simulator. Multiplayer Dwarf Fortress is also pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Um,
But part of the
you
reason why
get
I want to talk... Oh, sorry.
yeah, no, you go ahead.
Part of the reason why I want to talk about it on this show about ostensibly about TTRPGs is like it is a game with a written rule system, right? Like it is a physical it is a digital space that has had uh a like some like coded in rules elements stapled onto it, but also just like a lot of written rules that you have to know and process and use in your play. And I think that's really
Yeah,
interesting.
I think the meta shield is probably one of the most interesting like game concepts to I think it's something that can only exist in a game like Space Station 14. You can't have like you can't the idea that you as a player cannot act until information is revealed, like it's really interesting. And you can't do shit until, your character is made aware of it. It's, like even if you as a player, like that's like a tabletop thing. That shit happens all
Yeah.
the time in tabletop RPGs where you know something as a player, but your character doesn't. Where in a game like fucking what's another like in a game like Among Us, nobody's gonna get mad at you if you metagame by knowing how your friend acts when they're suspicious. That's encouraged. Knowing how your friend is suspicious when they act suspicious, that's normal. You don't play a character when you play Among Us. You're playing yourself with your friends and doing shit, right?
Yeah, it's really interesting. There is a I mean, at least in MRP and in medium RP servers, there is a real sense of like uh there is a sense that like you have to, abide by these things pretty strictly because it's what makes like the storytelling compelling and it's what makes the game interesting. But I
Yeah,
do think it is also looser than a tabletop role playing game in a lot of
yeah,
ways.
like the rules and mechanics exist to facilitate storytelling. That's what I really, really like about Space Station 14. I think the most is that like there's like this distinction that we make on Imp Station, which is the Mira Space Station 14 server,
Hmm.
where we call it toys and dolls, where toys are like the mechanical engagements with the game and dolls is the roleplay element. But I think like toys exist to enable dolls, right?
Hmm.
And that's what I think my favorite thing about tabletop role playing games is when the toys or the mechanics of a system tell story themselves and enforce a sort of story.
Yeah, when the toys inform the dolls, when the when the playset informs the dolls that are on it, I think.
Yeah, when they're
Yeah.
kissing with crazy tongue, man.
Yeah, and like uh they're like fingering each other's
Jesus.
like like the like doll joints, like how they have like the crevices, like
Oh
that.
my god. Whoa.
Am I not allowed to say that on
Whoa.
here? Smiles.
Whoa.
Is that allowed?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, huh?
I'm
Um,
cleaning my girl's doll joints out with a toothpick.
yeah. Whoa. Doll
So
crevices. Yeah.
you just said some crazy shit
This
clips.
changes the
I
game.
I heard fingering and I was like, wait, what platform are
Yeah.
we on?
Listen, sometimes they can't listen. I'm not talking. I'm just talking about putting your fingers in the joints of a doll who happens to be a woman. There's nothing inherently sexual about that.
Mr. TV's gonna kill us.
Mr. TV.
Mr. TV, don't hurt me.
I'm so scared of Mr. TV. Um,
We all collectively blacked out hearing that.
yeah. And speaking of things that you're playing, I've been running Fellowship for you, Lilith, and Crowley, and I know that you said you might have some thoughts on that you'd like to talk about.
Yeah, Fellowship is like I'm I'm running into an interesting issue where like because you, me, and Crowley have been playing a lot of games for like 10 sessions a pop for all of them. Yeah, is that about right?
Yeah, quite a bit.
We play a different game for like 10 sessions and then we go on to the next one. People are so I like Powered by the Apocalypse. I like the roleplay of Fellowship. Oh my god. I'm so fucking deprived of things to keep me engaged when the spotlight's not on me.
Hmm.
I am struggling deeply without toys. I I'm thinking like I feel like this informs my designer chops as well when you look at how I approach creating games. I need toys to be an active part of the game that I should be considering, or else I kind of check the fuck out.
Hmm.
Um, and I've been noticing that as a problem. Like I really like June and July, and I think when I am role playing with June and July, I'm having fun and I'm engaging with the game in an interesting way. And when it's just like I'm not actively trying to like engage with the improv on a toys level or on a dolls level, because we explained the dichotomy. Now I can use it
Yeah, you
on a
can use
dolls
it.
level.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what I'm doing, and I kind of just like I really do check out like Lancer. I can focus in on really well and not struggle with doing like a 5 hour roleplay session. But like I don't know, I'd been struggling to like keep my energy up for Fellowship.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Like there's so many cool things storytelling wise that you can do in it, but there's just like eh, this is something that like I know that I'd have a problem with in like a long that I was having a problem with when we were playing Sapphic World as well, where I
Hmm.
was checking out just because combat and certain scenes where like mechanics or something you actively engage with are ultimately, and this is like compounded problem in Fellowship where it's like playground fights, you know what I mean?
Right.
My awesome big laser that I summon, and then you counter with your parrying shield of anti-laserdom is kind of what it feels like sometimes. And like that's cool and that's fine, and we're like playing dolls and stuff. But like sometimes, and this is what I really like about the role play of like Space Station 14, is that like there is a really interesting to engage with conflict resolution system, and that's why I like LARPs as well. I don't have to make anything up. Like it's essentially the equivalent to me as like doing like text role play fighting. You know what I mean? That
Right.
too. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I have almost the opposite. I have almost the opposite sensation with games where it's like if something is like asking me uh to use its rules to fight, I kind of feel like it's already a thing that's been figured out for me. Like or at least like someone has already figured it out. It is a solved puzzle on some level. And if I am or it's either a solved puzzle or like someone else at the table who has been playing this far more than me is probably solving it. So like I'm just gonna get in the way if I start thinking about it. Um, and then with like more PBTA type stuff, I feel like I am like able to come up with unique solutions to things, which I think are both kind of valid experiences of games, but obviously very different and like somewhat contradictory.
kind of what I've been enjoying about Pathfinder is that one of the things I liked when I was playing like the Fallout tabletop RPG and I was playing D&D was I can just come up with solutions that are not mechanically backed, and the game kind of is. I don't want to say D&D is built like this. I think Pathfinder is. The game is built with shit in mind, so your DM can just let you go off sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Um, and I do enjoy that, but like I just can't. I don't know what like. We've been in a couple fights in Fellowship, and sometimes I just feel like I don't even want to play with June because I just feel like I'm gonna steamroll, you know?
Right. That's
Like I
interesting.
don't feel challenged in a meaningful way in the space
Hmm.
to make the combat feel engaging.
I mean, that just means that I
There's
have to
not,
make you suffer
yeah.
more.
I don't think that'll fix it. I don't think that
Yeah.
if
It smiles.
like Like, here's the thing, because we've had a fight with the threat against the world, and I used the poison, and I took a bunch of like damage or what from that in prices, and I didn't feel engaged when that happened.
Right.
Like that didn't engage me in a way that I felt like gripped by. And it's like interesting from like a doll's perspective, but like I just have that combat brain where it's like I have like some interesting toys for a combat, but it's just like with the way that combat flows so far, it just doesn't feel. I don't know, my brain, I keep getting checked out.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. We have the exact opposite issue because we were or we are still playing that other Lancer game where I just have it's the exact opposite situation.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Uh. Sorry. Can I actually want to take a little break. So we'll be right back. Hi everybody, we're back. Just took a quick little break. We're gonna talk about. I wanted to ask you about the game that you've been working on, Gunplay.
Yeah. Uh, 2 weeks ago, I did a little read-through stream through the playbooks. And Gunplay is powered by the apocalypse. We talked about it on the last stream, but I feel like Gunplay wasn't like in a great place where it was on the last stream. I don't remember what all we said about it. Uh, but Gunplay is a game that is powered by the apocalypse that has a sort of belonging without belonging um, system of having moves that cost points and then having other moves that give you points back. Right?
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, I could just we could throw up the cover up on screen if you want.
Yeah, sure. Give
from the
me
Google
a.
document. Okay, fuck, I can even throw this into chat.
Yeah, PNG would be quite a bit easier.
Yeah, then I'll send that ping.
Yippee!
I always get I'm always like it's because the fucking Gunplay covers are fucking like 600 DPI.
Oh
So
god.
I didn't sending them anywhere. I had to like downscale them all.
Yeah, I have to downscale a lot of my Sapphic World like bigger pieces as well.
Because they were made to be printed.
Right. Yeah. Real. Okay. Here we go. I'll get rid of the googly eyes. Here we go. Oh god.
My awesome googly eyes.
It's still really big.
yeah,
hang on.
yeah, that
There we
sounds
go.
about right.
Yeah, Gunplay. Very cool. Really, really sick cover, by the way.
Thank you.
So like you've kind of hybridized some like Forged in the Dark elements and some Power by the Apocalypse elements, to my understanding, with like some like
Yeah.
more health pointy like almost I guess Dungeon World was kind of the first PBTA to like play with that particular axis of like what if a PBTA had hit points, but good, basically.
yeah, I think the image disappeared. I don't know if it's still up on stream.
Oh, I just took it down. I can put it back up.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll
My
tuck it
awesome
over here.
gunplay. My awesome gunplay. You're
Your
like
awesome
holding it like a
gunplay.
book.
Yeah.
Fucking yeah, no. So the game has more of like a health state system. It used to have HP as a concept, but now it's that sort of Forged in the Dark PBTA hybridization where you have health states. There's the concept of armor, which is something that can if you're like any damage you take will like wound you, right? You will always be wounded if you get hit by a bullet, right? And now puts you into a state in which any amount of following damage would then kill you. It'd be lethal. You need to make a grit check, essentially. There is a a stat called grit that you need to roll whenever you go from injured to like taking a lethal blow. And it's like you roll a 2d6 plus grit, and on a 6 or below, you just die. You just fucking die. On a 7 to 9, you suffer a trauma, which is pretty bad too. And on a 10 up, you shrug it off and you become injured. You shrug off the blow and instead either become injured or remain injured. Right. Because there's other shit that will just be instantly a lethal blow. Right? Because the gunslinger has an ability called Tumbleweed where they can leave a scene, but if it's like a dangerous scene, they could just get shot on their way out.
Right.
It's like the twin controversial scene break where they could just leave, but sometimes you just get shot.
I think that's Scene Stir.
Is it scene stir?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to leave a scene just by getting shot, though. That's fun.
Just by getting shot really hard and bad.
Yeah.
And traumas are like -1 debuffs that are similar to how they exist in like Forged in the Dark, where if you get enough of them, you have to retire or you die permanently, right? It depends on from where you receive the trauma. either physically or mentally through stress gain. Because there is that stress and injury system. But
Hell yeah.
armor is like, hey, if you would go from uninjured to injured or injured to lethal, you can instead just consume however much armor you have and just shrug it off, basically. Right?
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I'm
Which
excited
is
to. Yeah.
which is how it works in Forge in the Dark, I believe.
Yeah,
Right?
it's very similar where it's like you replace damage with removing armor. It's also how it works in Fellowship. Uh,
Yeah, true.
but yeah, that's neat.
I like that system. I love that system.
Yeah, I think being able to use a thing to prevent harm is fun. It's a very unique sort of mechanic.
Yeah, it's a type of resource management.
Yeah. Have you been
Which
working on? Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Okay. Have you been working on anything else?
I have been working on the hypercycloid creation game, uh,
Oh.
or the hypercycloid creation game, which I haven't touched in a minute because we're playing Space Station, but it was what I was working on when I was like I hit my wall. It's another PBTA game because I've been I don't know. It's also another belonging outside of belonging, uh, inspired thing from when we played Wizards on stream.
Hmm.
I really liked You Are a Wizard. I liked it. I liked that one a lot.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a
it's
great
because
game.
I think having active little things to keep track of numbers wise, I do like, which is what gunplay is all about. Is you need to fucking keep track of your bullets and your stress, and then your breathers, and then your armors. There's some like paperwork crunch that's added there
Yeah,
to enrich me personally.
tokens and such. I'm kind of curious how
Yeah,
you would feel about like Wanderhome or something like that. Because
I've been wanting to play Wanderhome.
yeah, that's a belonging outside belonging game with a lot of bookkeeping. Um,
I love
it's
bookkeeping.
pretty cool.
That's the thing I learned about myself playing Space Station 14. I'm a paper pervert.
Yeah,
I love paperwork. I love making people fill shit out. I love bureaucracy. I love logistics.
I'd be kind of curious to see if you'd be more into like some of the because I am probably gonna eventually do this to every Sapphic World title. Like, I mean, not everyone. Like a lot, some of them are still I think pretty good as they are, but like the fiddliness I think is increasing a lot with a lot of the newer ones I've been doing, like the Skywife and Twink controversial reworks. Um,
Yeah.
the Sea Surgeon stuff. I'd be curious to see like how you interact with that stuff.
Sea Surgeon's got toys. I like their toys.
Yeah, Sea Surgeon's got little fucking poultices and such.
I don't know if I have a fair perspective on Sapphic World titles because my last time I was playing one, it was the one I wrote.
Oh yeah, true. Um, yeah, sometimes this will happen to girls and
Elena
things.
Vidala. Elena
Valena Vidal is pretty
Vidala.
cool. I liked Valena.
My 8 foot tall, at the beginning of all time, divorced wife.
Sadful MILF. Yeah, she was
My
pretty cool.
sad full MILF.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been playing a lot with PBTA. It's easier to just get in. PBTA as an engine for a game is a lot easier to just get in and just start doing shit than like Hell is Full. Getting the engine going for Hell is Full. I mean, it's just a D20 system, but even then, it was so much tweaking around for it.
Yeah, you
Uh,
gotta fuck around.
I had to fuck around so much. And don't even fucking get me started on Strain. I haven't even looked at Strain since our last fucking interview. I haven't even looked at Strain. That game is gonna be so much fucking bookkeeping by the time I'm done with it.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna love that game when it's done, but writing it, I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah, that's real. Sometimes a game needs to have a lot of bookkeeping. Sometimes you need a little bit of
Yeah.
crunch.
But Hypocycloid Creation Game is doing something that I wanted to do in gunplay, but just couldn't figure out how to make work with how I wanted movement to exist within like the conceptual space. like gunplay still has like a range band system, but I've decoupled it a lot from being so strict to just sort of free itself up a little bit. Because before it was getting really board gamey in a way that was like starting to like it was getting way too congested. So I simplified and just abstracted a lot more of it.
Hell yeah.
But hypothetical creation game exists in a narrative in which when you go into combat, you go into a literal different space, called the strife space, where you engage in strifes. Um, and it is basically like a turn-based role playing, like a JRPG style turn-based role playing game where you exchange moves against your opponents, right?
Hmm.
Um, which is me kind of getting into that space for a tabletop RPG and seeing if it works before I start on Martyr Limos, because Martyr Limos was intending on having a very similar combat system in which it's very inspired by like Fear and Hunger, turn-based, targeted like limb
Martyr
removal
Limos?
stuff. Yeah, from Martyr Limos.
What's that?
Oh shit, we talked a little bit about Martyr Limos
Right, but I don't think people
recently.
listening know.
Right, Martyr Limos is my it's my fantasy tabletop game that I've been working on the side. I got a couple little projects that are just just come on, where is it? That's just like on the side. Like Martyr doesn't even have like anything written for it beyond like a pantheon right now. It's just like a world building project on the side that I want to attach a tabletop role playing game to. It's just
Very
creative
cool.
exercise in the back of
Neat.
my fucking head.
Fun. Love to. Sometimes you just need to have stuff like on the side. I have a lot of ideas
Just,
that are just kind of hanging out, so
I
I
got
know
a
what that's
lot of
like.
shit that's just chilling.
I got fucking Flechette Paradise. What's the Flechette Paradise slash Love Masters? Is that the Love Ma- Oh yeah. It's Love Masters. Wait, what's the name of the what's Love Masters' full name?
I
Uh,
don't fucking know.
I think it's like Love Masters Righteous. Yeah, Love Masters Righteous Masters of Love and Girlfriend. Uh,
That's awesome. I'll
Hang
also
on. I
send
need
this
to
to
actually
the
write
chat.
that down in the document. Just Masters of Love and Girlfriend. But yeah, the idea is to do a 2-for-1 book where it's one book that is like about romance or that is like about being a cool guy or like being like a little creature that is like fucking and sucking to like defeat evil and being like as caring and gentle as possible and like it is like aggressively uh like dirt like it's filthy but it's also like it's not wholesome cozy, it's like filthy like it's like filthy Care Bear almost like it's like
My filthy,
uh
disgusting Care Bear. Is Crowley in on this? This sounds like a
no,
Crowley thing.
no, I haven't talked to Crowley. I don't think Crowley's involved. But yeah, it's like uh it's like, you know, a giant robot shows up to destroy the world and like you like suck its cock until it comes rainbows and then it's like everything's fine. Um and then the other
Sure.
one that's going to be in that bundle is Flechette Paradise, which is about a massive hyper resort where you like fuck people apart with your like machine gun cock to kill them to like assassinate them. uh,
That's insane.
yeah,
My awesome machine gun cock.
like they're just gonna be like
That's
complete opposite sides of the spectrum.
awesome. I think I'm really happy with where gunplay is now.
Hell yeah.
Like I feel like it's the accumulation of everything that I've learned about PBTAs by playing some of them now. And I think it takes a lot from Sapphic World. like my favorite bits of Sapphic World stuff are in here for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad. I love to. I'm always happy when something I've done has an influence. Smiles.
My awesome influence.
Yes, I support all of that. So true. Yeah, I've
Yes.
definitely I've thought a lot about like the way that like Hell works and Hell is full, the like the dual health bar system. I'm sure at some point those things are gonna like crawl their way into my work because I think they're like really interesting concepts.
Oh yeah, like I feel like the dual health system is almost the D20ification of a PBTA that has stress and health.
Yeah, true. Like having physical and mental. Yeah.
Yeah, my awesome double health bars. Every character is a boss character, and they have a second phase where they're shitty and weak
Yeah,
and
it's
wet.
good. It's really funny. Like just today, I'm seeing like Lilith is basically adding finish them from Sapphic World to Euphoria, and it's like we're all kind of just nabbing from each other. It's really good. I quite
We're all
like it.
biting and chewing and killing and ripping and tearing.
Yeah, it's a good it's a good thing to have people that like you are like in community and conversation with artistically. Um,
Yeah. Uh, Sorry, I just got a message. Somebody was very disturbed by Killary. I I got a character who's like House MD and Harrier Dubois
in
had a
Space Station
baby and it's a
14.
lizard in Space Station 14. She is so fucked. She's so fucked. I love Killary. Beautiful one. All right, in chat, I posted the gunplay character sheets because I saw that people were reading through the Google Doc if they wanted to take a glance at that.
Hell yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I love stealing. I love thievery, and I love being in communication and community with my friends and fellow creatives. I know that me and Riley at this point have such similar design philosophies that like we will just make the same thing independent of one another. It's really funny.
Not Riley Hopkins, to be clear for folks, because
Not Riley Hawkins, Riley, my friend.
not Riley Rethel either, who we've also had on the show. Different
And Riley,
Rileys.
Riley, who did UFA, for Lancer. If anybody is familiar with that module. Holy shit, is that the Warbird? Holy shit, is that the Warbird?
What the fuck's going
Or
on?
is it the Beast Bird or whatever? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah. Do you wanna go to the news?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah. Uh, Cordis, the news bird, coming in from actually just right here. They're doing like a staycation. Okay. Let's talk about the news. We really have some like light for once for once we have some really light nice news. So let's talk about it.
For once in DOVECOTE history.
For the first time in Dovecote history, we bring you happy news. Oh, what a joyous day it is! Jumping
Pretty sure
around.
you know more. I feel like I told you guys about the tabletop art fund, but you know way more about it than I do.
Yeah. So our first story is on the Tabletop Art Fund. This is actually I'm literally just gonna post their link in the thing. I think is this still a it's still a defunct Wix website. That's fine. But yeah, Tabletop Arts Fund, the Arts Fund. A couple notable things. So they are after October 15th, so tomorrow, in fact, they'll be opening for art and writing grants. This says AP, but if you look at their FAQ, which is somewhere, it says something about how they're they're not providing cash grants for actual play. Although they might be, I'm guessing that they might at some point, or they might be doing like non-cash grants for AP. But yeah, the other thing that they were looking for is judges and mentors. They're looking for folks who will offer their skills at discounted rates to grant winners, which is a really, really cool thing. Very excited about that. Um, and yeah, they're also talking about like running stuff for charity games, which will fund additional grants. So they seem like they need a lot of help. They're looking for people to be involved. I'm probably going to send them a message sooner rather than later. We're probably going to do some stuff. Probably going to reach out to them via as Yab at some point. So I highly recommend that folks get on that. This has been active since like last month, but I kind of neglected to mention it. But it's coming up tomorrow.
We're gonna yab them off.
Yeah, we're gonna yab them off. But yeah, their grant date is tomorrow, so you should get in there.
That'd be nice. Some money would be fucking lovely right now.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about this?
I think it's pretty cool. I'm always wary of stuff like this, like actually coming to any amount of fruition. I'm also worried about things like this just being a boys' club. So it's kind of just a matter of waiting and seeing, especially with like this kind of aesthetic for tabletops, like this old pen and parchment stuff. I immediately think of just like the D&D vortex. But like I want to be positive and hopeful.
Looks like a lot of like trans and racially diverse like indie heads. So I think
Then
that's good
hey,
news.
we might be fine. We might be in the
Yeah.
clear.
I do know what you mean though by like the parchment thing. Like I see
Yeah.
like a parchment aesthetic and I'm like, are you racist?
The kind of like almost like collegiate stamp design for their logo. It's
Yeah. No, it's real. It's good to know that they're normal people though.
I love normal people.
Me too.
And I hate those freaks.
I hate freaks. I goody bookworms.
Those goody bookworm.
Yeah.
Goody
Goody
Sorry.
bookworms.
goody bookworms gobbling up my books.
My guardians will. Anyways, enough. I am mean.
Guardians will handle you.
But
Sorry.
yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about this. Two shorter stories. I'll also note, not much to say on them. And then I want to talk about Toxic Sword Lesbians by Carly Smallbird. Really fucking cool, and I have a lot of thoughts about it, and I kind of want to discuss them and like, I don't know, comprehend how I'm feeling about it.
Did we talk about Thirsty Sword Lesbians last time I was on?
We might have. I don't remember. Oh, sorry, I
feel
shouldn't
like
show
we
that. Why did I
fucking
show
did.
that? I should show like all the sales for my games. Oops, smiles.
Whoa.
That's okay. I accidentally hit my notifications button.
Screenshot that, everybody screenshot that.
Don't. Also, let me be really clear. Do not clip that as a joke because I will, like, that will be bad. Please don't do that.
Please don't do that.
It's not like really super private information, but I've known people who've done that in the past, like clipping things as a joke when I say not to clip them, and like if I say not to clip something, don't clip it. Anyways, yeah, Toxic Sword Lesbians. I kind of sifted through this. It's really interesting. Like, this is it is a hack that is like deeply in conversation with the original because like it replaces a lot of mechanics, right? It updates the core moves. It like changes some intimacy moves around. Changes relationship questions. Like a lot of changes, right? A lot of things that are it turns being smitten to obsession. So like it is like actively like I feel like a lot of like supplements for games like take them and then like add new things or like add more alternatives and more variety. This is pretty explicitly like erasing things that were there, like crossing things out and putting new stuff there.
It's re-problematizing Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Yeah, and I think it's in a way that's like really that shows a lot of love for Thirsty Sword Lesbians as a game, um, but is nonetheless like I think in a lot of places like pretty hang on, let me find the post that I made about this because I think I said it myself better at one point than I can say it here.
Nobody's ever said it better than Eclipse did in the past.
Yeah.
I miss old Eclipse.
I miss the old Eclipse.
I miss the old Eclipse. Uh,
Uh,
there's
yeah.
there's something to be said about the idea of taking a piece of content like Thirsty Sword Lesbians and rewriting it in a way to try and say the quiet part out loud,
Mhm.
right? Uh, you know?
Yeah. So this was the text that I screenshotted. Call in a toxic power becomes invoke power. Oops, all power is toxic. Even the kindly queen of your nice feminist country? Yeah, even the leader of your noble rebellion. Yup. So the thing that I said about this, which I think I stand by, is this book shows such a remarkable amount of restraint in how it talks about the work it's modifying, and the places where it doesn't show that restraint are so rifle precise. I love it. Clearly a work of complicated love. Toxic Yuri, even. Um,
This game is a Toxic Yuri with its own source material.
yeah. Like I think like the precision where it's not like, oh, I hate Thirsty Sword Lesbians and here's why. It is like this is what this version of the game is doing, and like kind of a very light, like not rib even, just like a very light like this is the distinction between this and the other one is really good. I really respect. I don't know. I really respect what Carly's done here. I think it's good. I think folks should read it and buy it. Um, especially if you like Thirsty Sword Lesbians, especially if you have bounced off Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Like I think for both types of folks. I think also like this is on some level I think reflective of a I think TSL came out in a very different culture around like
It was closer to
sapism.
2016, wasn't it?
Let me look. Thirsty Sword Lesbians release date.
This is a lot about
2022.
Thirsty Sword. Damn, really?
Yeah. But it does feel like I think it is part of the like 2016
Yeah.
political cultural era, right? It is part of the
It comes from that zeitgeist. You can kind of fucking feel it.
the like media
Of that
diet era.
era of Tumblr specifically.
Yeah, it's the era of like the I want the good guys to do good things politically, and like I think that's an understandable urge, and I think it's like I don't think that makes their sword lesbians necessarily bad, um, but I do think that like recognizing that there is nuance to that, recognizing that like yeah no like if you have a queen, she's probably evil, she's probably hurting people. Like I think there's so much more for me at least that like is compelling and like hits me about that.
Yeah, it feels almost like reclamatory. You know what I mean? Like the idea that, like there's a lot of bits of Thirsty Sword Lesbians that feel like washed out just a little bit, and God, it's gonna be just like the last interview where we talk about like trans misogyny again, but it's just like sometimes a woman's gotta hold back, okay? Sometimes you can't write as toxic a sword lesbian book as you'd want to
Yeah.
if you're going to be publishing majorly as a trans
Yeah,
woman
but
in
like evil at.
2022.
Hmm.
Right? Especially if we're coming off the heels of the 2016 cultural zeitgeist and shit like that. Toxic Sword Lesbians feels like a reclamation of like the quiet parts of Thirsty Sword Lesbians that kind of got scrubbed out over time, and like this feels like shit that like was on the cutting room floor almost. Like it's like emotionally speaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it has that vibe. And I think also like it's I don't know. It feels like it comes from the what do you call it? Ba ba ba. Brain's not working. It feels like it's also coming out of like we are right now in such an era of relative, I think, like online like sexual and like yeah, I'd say mostly sexual liberation for like trans women, or at least like I think
We've
a lot of people who
carved out
wouldn't
our
have
own
found
space.
yeah, people have found a space together that they would have not found like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. And I think this is reflective of that. And I hope to see more. I hope to see more like big stuff that's like this. Although I think that you are right that there is like a studio dynamic here because it's like obviously you can't make this sort of game for Evil Hat, but like years when was where not warehouse not sorry when was Dungeon Bitches when was Dungeon Bitches released? Let's say. I wish Itch would tell you these things. I'm gonna assume. Oh yeah, funded in 2021, so like a year before Dungeon Bitches was funding. So I don't know. I think it's worth considering that. And I don't know. Like I think there are a lot of angles to take this from. Is I guess what I mean. But nonetheless, I am glad that it is
Miles.
here. Smiles. I'm glad that it's here. So glad
I
to have you
do
here.
love the existence of filthy, dirty pervert art.
Me too. I think we need more filthy, dirty pervert art.
I do always get a little nervous when I see something with like a toxic Yuri label and it's it doesn't get it, but
Right.
sometimes like I'm more glad that it exists as like something within the popular lexicon than not existing, I suppose.
Yeah. I
My
agree.
real ones will find me.
Real ones will find me. Real. I will be able to tell real toxic Yuri by how it appears, how it is. And
I can sniff it out.
may the rest fade away.
I can smell it.
I can smell the
That
stink of
rank
the
girl stink from a
yeah
mile away.
of the girls. I can smell that sweaty machine gray stained tank top a mile away.
Smells
Anyways,
like copper and almonds.
yeah. Do you want to take a break?
That's like fun, yeah.
And then we'll answer questions. All right. We'll be
We'll
right
answer
back.
questions.
We'll answer questions. Ah! I can't believe you have that opinion. That's fucked up.
Oh, okay. 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 Wow.
Haha. Anyways, hi everyone. We're back. We don't have any questions. You have to send them to us, okay?
You have to send them to us. Oh
Send
shit! I'm gonna love them.
You can send them to us via darlingdemoneclipse@gmail.com, or 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 you can send them in chat if you so desire, and we will answer them. They can be about games, they can be about fun, they can be about toys, they can be about real
Balls.
life, they can be about Big Bad Con, they can be about
No,
they
the
can be
stream that happens right after this one.
yeah, they can be about You Are Beheld. They can be about pussy. They can be about penis.
It could be about fucking cock.
They can be about ball of toy or ball of sex.
Favorite pizza is Domino's extra cheese with the Philly steak, bacon, and pepperoni.
What's going on?
Not kosher. Not kosher at all, but you know.
That's crazy, Six. Why would you say that?
That's what my favorite pizza was.
That's fair. Listen, I'm from New York, so like I get a little I get a little bit erudite about the fucking pizza, alright? I get a little fancy about
Listen,
it.
here's the thing: is that Domino's what was nearby on like Domino's just right across the street at campus.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what
in
I got when I
Ohio,
was hanging out in Ohio.
for sure.
Have y'all made tabletop RPG
Wait, let me
characters?
answer. Let me
Oh
answer the
shit!
question
Right, I
first.
forgot.
No, it's okay. My favorite pizza. There's a local place called Luigi's that I really like. All right, read the teacher VGS's 14 question.
Have y'all made tabletop RPG characters in SS14? If so, how hell is their life?
Hmm. I haven't personally.
I haven't, but I got many OCs in Space Station 14 at this point, and all of them have shit ass fucking lives.
Patty Carpool would actually be a good SS14 character.
Patty Carpool would be a crazy fucking God.
So
Half the Sapphic World cast would be a crazy SS14 character.
yeah, for reference, Patty Carpool is my succubus goblin who I played in the Sapphic World campaign in Hod, the space station, uh, who died in a snuff film and then came back to life because of a machine called the snuff field that like brings you back, uh, and then like was harrowed, so she like drove a boat into the ocean, and then she survived and got cool
The
water
ocean brought her
powers.
back wrong.
Yeah, the sea
Or
brought her
maybe
back
very
wrong.
right.
Yeah, and she's sexy. She did a milk blast to get out of a big pit at one point.
She Milk
Like she
Blast
used her
fucking
tits. She like
she had a lot of
lactated.
Milk Blast moments.
Yeah, she had a lot of milk blast moments.
Um Fuck, my SS14 characters have so much lore at this point, like takes it slow, who
Mhm.
was a Bringsy quick rip.
Yeah, who is my character, my normal character.
Who Yeah, Bringsy quick is super normal. Takes it slow is dead is Kill Me Slow. And Kill Me Slow is just like a generic broker on a hedge fund that just happens to own like a majority share fucking Cyber Sun.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really funny, and I've been talking to the admins about an ad meme of Repo Men coming to Rap takes it.
Good. Really good.
She has proprietary company hardware in her brain.
Right, yeah. Love that. Most of my
Takes
characters
it
have been
like
randoms I tweak
brings
here
it
and there.
there.
But I gotta get some of my... Which is better? Clussy or Clussy? Like Clown Pussy or Klingon Pussy? I don't know, I gotta think about that one. So like Clown Pussy, right? Like, you could think you're fucking her, and then like you're just fucking like a little like personal apple pie or like cherry pie that she's like tucked between her legs, and like you could have sworn you were fucking her, right? Um, but
Sworn.
like I feel like a Klingon would kill you. Like you would be straight up dead by the end of it, which like might be something that you're interested in. But But also, like, I feel like if
Uh,
you can dominate a Klingon woman, like, she'll be, like, completely subservient to you.
you, my opinion's a lot simpler. I'm not into the forehead wrinkles.
That's understandable.
Usually, I'm a lot more like, cause like I feel weird, cause like I'm like that bitch, right? And just Klingons just don't. It's just not, it's just not there for me.
That's fair. I can see that. Call that a cream pie? Yeah. Yeah,
I
real.
feel like if Klingons looked closer to like the fucking Predator, they
Okay,
they
I can
had
see that.
mandibles, maybe. They're just like a little too normal.
What about Krusty, which is Krussy, which is a new meal available at the Krusty Krab.
Is SpongeBob flipping that shit? If
Yeah,
the Bob on the
SpongeBob's
grill,
Bob's on the grill.
if if Bob on the grill, then I think I'll have a Krusty.
Awesome. But they're ribbed for her pleasure? I guess so. Yeah, you could really rub your hand on that shit. Um
I'd fuck Quark.
yeah.
Sorry, that was.
No, it's understandable. No, you're okay. You're fine. I think I'd fuck up a Krusty. Awesome. I don't know what that even is physically. Is it just a Krusty like a Krabby Patty that's like Yannick? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yannick, my Yannick burger,
They're selling
no
Yannick.
cheese.
They're selling Yannick SpongeBob themed burgers at Wendy's. Did you know?
Why is pussy out on the floor?
Oh, I need to bring in the mailbird, the apocrypha.
Male bird, ironically female.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. Do we have any mail? I haven't checked yet, actually. I mean, I checked earlier, but I haven't checked since I. Um, Yannick, I've made the Yannick the Hedgehog. Like, someone needs to do a Yannick the Hedgehog where it's just like it's normal Sonic, but like his head is just like a blue. His face is just like a blue vagina. Anyways,
Don't send that here.
yeah,
You can do it, but don't send it here.
you can do it, but don't send it here. Exactly. Um,
Not for
yeah,
Twitch reasons. I'm scared of that.
a modern day Vagineer. God, does anyone have any other questions? Would love to answer your sincere inquiries. We didn't have that much news this week, so smiles.
Yeah, ask us sincere and disarming questions. Speaking of sincere and disarming,
Yeah,
there's a Yabcast after this. There's yabbing after this.
there is a You Are Beheld stream after this. Tell folks what you're gonna be up to.
I'm probably gonna play some Imp Station, and then after that, if folks wanna, we can look at gunplay some more, and I'll work on the gunplay. I'll work on gunplay tonight, probably.
Hell yeah, sounds
I'm
awesome.
gonna imp out, and then I'm gonna gunplay.
Sounds dangerous, like the obscure Disney World attraction, starring who was Sounds Dangerous? Hang on, Sounds Dangerous Disney World. Uh, hmm. Hey, do you want to read the Wikipedia page for Sounds Dangerous while we wait for questions?
Which sounds dangerous. Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah. We'll give this a read together. Do you want? We can do like one paragraph each,
One paragraph. Okay.
like at a time. So I'll start and then you do the second paragraph.
Yeah. You start. I'm trying to fucking get.
So
my
I just
goddamn
started
movie
thinking
as
about
far.
this because it's really interesting. So Sounds Dangerous. Sounds Dangerous was an audio show at Echo Lake inside Disney's Hollywood Studios, starring comedian Drew Carey. The presentation took place inside an ABC soundstage with theater-style seating. Guests were told the show is an ABC test pilot called Undercover Live. Guests wore headphones and were in the dark for the majority of the show, although visuals were also utilized on a projection screen in front of the guests. Drew Carey played an undercover detective named Foster.
In early 2009, it was announced that the attraction would operate seasonally. The image of Drew Carey, along with the attraction's name, was removed from the entrance's marquee and the screen was turned off, indicating the closure of the attraction, which meant that Disney closed the attraction on May 18th, 2020. Okay, run-on sentence, bud. In 2012, renaming it as ABC Sound Studio, which was also the name of the show that preceded Sounds Dangerous, and redressing it as the temporary Carbon Freeze Me attraction for Park's annual Star Wars weekend event. Okay, this is all one run-on sentence.
That's crazy.
Wikipedia starts knocking on a window.
Hey, Wikipedia. Starting April 18th, 2014, the theater was used to present a sneak peek of Walt Disney Pictures' Maleficent. Beginning July 4th, 2014, the theater was used to present a sneak peek of Marvel Studios' Guardians of the Galaxy. From June 2017, from June 17 to December 3rd, 2015, the theater was used to show the short film Frozen Fever as part of the Frozen Summer Fun event at the park. From December 4th, 2015 to May 14th, 2018, the theater showed Star Wars Path of the Jedi as part of Season of the Force. On March 4th, 2020, the theater was renamed the Mickey Shorts Theater, and the seats were given a Mickey Mouse design. It currently shows the Vacation Fun Mickey Mouse short. It opened concurrently with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Learning a lot. I don't know why I thought about that. It just I suddenly had a memory of the fact that fucking Disney World had a the thing that's crucial there is that it was a show that was audio only for the most part. Like, they put you in a movie theater, but then they just had you wear headphones, and most of it was audio.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Drew Allison Carey, born May 23rd, 1958, is an American comedian, actor, and game show host. After serving the U.S. Marine Corps and making a name for himself in stand-up comedy, Carey gained stardom in his own sitcom, The Drew Carey Show.
Drew Carey served in the Marines?
He's from Cleveland, Ohio. Fuck. Why do we keep fucking up?
You are from Ohio.
I'm from Ohio. We keep fucking it up.
How do you feel about the Skibbity Ohio Riz stuff?
It's fucking annoying. It's so goddamn annoying.
Yeah.
Do you know how fucking annoying it is to have a legion of TikTok kids who think that the fact you're from Ohio is the funniest fucking thing ever? It's for me!
Cleveland, Ohio mentioned Mistake on the Lake, baby.
Mistake
Under construction
lake,
since 1868. Is that what they call it? Mistake on the Lake? That's really good. That's a really good thing to refer to the place that you live as.
Yeah, listen, Ohio sucks, and it's weird, and there's a lot of, interesting socio-political, economic reasons for the reason why it's fucking weird. But, it was, funny when, there was the one meme where it's the Earth, but the entire world is just Ohio.
Uh-huh. Mm.
That's funny. You know, I liked Ohio as, a cryptid state. Ohio as an eldritch entity, which is a fucking something I wrote about in high school.
My understanding with Ohio,
but Skibbity Ohio Riz, the fucking just I need people distilling all brain rot on the internet into a sentence to just say, and then it's
really
okay,
scary.
this is ironic, and they just keep saying it and spouting it until it's not ironic, and it's just a fucking vocal stem. It kills me.
Yeah. I think
This
the
is what
closest
Yeet
it got to
was.
funny was people being skibbity toilet mibbity moilet. I do enjoy a rhyme, but that's basically
I
it.
do enjoy a rhyme.
It is gesturally.
It was too irony poisoned for it to ever be funny. It's too self-defeating in its existence. There's no love or joy in this sentence. It was created by the cynical and the detached, and you will die. And
Yeah.
they will live.
Or those memes where it's a pretty tropical mountain range and it says, "Just got back to Akron."
That's good.
Bubble,
That's good.
bubble,
Fucking
skibbity trouble. That's a
Akron,
really scary
Ohio.
sentence. I'm an old
Fucking
soul. I can't think of
Akron,
Ohio without
fucking
thinking of the
Ohio.
Panera Bread. Ohio must be. Wait, what? What? Hang on. Ohio must be
There's-
cleansed with fire.
There's funny shit about Ohio. You just keep fucking it up.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
fuck Ohio. Stop being.
When did they post this?
Oh god, Cook Sorry is online.
Oh, not cuck, sorry. Yeah, I'm seeing Ohio will be cleansed with fire, Panera Bread, March 14th, 2019. I just don't know if this is real.
The last funny post.
The last funny post ever made.
We stopped being funny after 2019.
I'm assuming this was a Patty Harrison. Wait, Patty. Wait. Yeah, Patty Harrison.
Sorry.
What was the Patty Harrison? What the thing that she did with her Twitter? Oh, the Nilla Wafers tweets where she was like, "Hello, I am Sia, the singer, doing a social media takeover for Nilla Wafers today. There are only 2 genders." Second, I'm actually just gonna show what I'm looking at.
Insane.
If you are bisexual, we do not want your business. Our transphobia and biphobia today were unacceptable, and we are deeply sorry. Sia, the singer, was running our account today, and the opinions expressed by her do not match the values of our brand. We are pansexual.
That's really good.
To clarify, we, the brand Nilla Wafers, are pansexual. Transphobia is... Trans women are men! Transphobia is never okay. Thank you for holding us accountable. We are better than this. We strive to learn and grow as a brand, and you make that possible. I'm gonna swing from the chandelier. The chandelier. Sia.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I did not know about any of that shit. I wasn't really on Twitter in 2019 enough for that shit.
For
Maybe.
reference, Patty Harrison is also trans.
Thank you, Patty Harrison.
I feel like there were other bits.
Check the email. Do we have a letter?
Let me see. Via Erasure
Via
is not real.
Buy our stupid sorry cock Nilla wafers.
Mr. Potato Head is he. Mrs. Potato Head is she. There is no neutral. Yeah.
Stupid.
She got banned for this, by the way.
Great.
Let me check the email. No, there are no emails.
Banned from Twitter. Hitler.
What?
Bad site.
What?
Elon's got to get on that. He's got to ban Hitler.
That's true, he should. I think it would be good for society.
Sia got banned from Twitter. Doing the Nilla wafers branding.
No, not.
We can't get rid of this Hitler guy.
No, it was Patty Harrison pretending to be Sia, pretending to be Nilla Wafer. It was.
I'm lying for fun online.
That's fair. Yeah, we do need to get rid of this Hitler guy, though.
This Hitler guy's fucking. I feel like Keanu Reeves only ever said Goyim once, and I think it was when somebody said something about Space Hitler, and she just went fucking Goyim.
Fair. Lilith thinking about questions. Well,
Bastard.
do we wanna get set up for the raid potentially?
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Oh.
You can decide what character I'm playing.
You're gonna play Takes It.
Okay, I'm gonna play Takes It.
Okay. So do you want to go live and then I'll raid him?
I've been on my BRB screen.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we should probably get going then. Thank you all for watching. I know this is a bit of a shorter one. There was not much news, and I'm getting ready for Big Bad Con. But next week we'll have Andrew Gillis on the show again, which will be. Wait, let me just make sure that's true. I think that's true. Unless that's an outdated. Yeah, no, 6 to Andrew Gillis, and then we'll be off the Monday the 28th because I will be getting home for Big Bad Con. November 4th will be Jacqueline, and then yeah, more people. So yeah, thank you y'all for watching. This was kind of a chaotic one, and I'll see you next week. Do you have anything else to say, Six?
No. Take it slow.
Awesome. I'm gonna raid You Are Beheld, and you all can watch 6 there in a moment. This will be an uninterrupted 6 event. So 6 will see you in a bit. Bye.
I'm having critical sixing right now.
Fuck.
Remember, if you don't like what you see, you can change it. It's up to you, really. Goodbye, good luck, and have fun!